Well, as I've previously stated, I'm height challenged. So I did a video on the step that I got for the front tire. But today I'm going to show you what I got for getting into the bed. We'll go in the back. I'll show you how big of a step it is. And for us that are in the over 50 crowd, we're not quite as spry as we used to be. So I figured I'd give this thing a try. That way when I go camping, I can get in and out of the bed of the truck. So here's what I got. All right, so there's the bed of the truck, and it goes all the way to my waist. So in order to get in here, I have a step stool to get up here, or a step stool so that I can attach the fifth wheel, make sure it's locked, put the pin in, all that stuff. So I decided to try and figure out if I could get a better way to get in and out of here. So this is what I came up with. It is model PTL-01. What it is pickup truck ladder. So I don't know who I bought it from, A&A Products. So I'm going to open the box and show you what all came in this beauty, and then we'll get around to installing it. All right, it's from A&A Products Incorporated. I've used my handy dandy cutter / screwdriver to hopefully cut all the tapes, and I missed one. Shit. All right, it came from A&A Products Incorporated. I used my handy dandy cutter / screwdriver to cut all the tape so I could open it up, and here's the first unboxing. So there we go. It's a ladder. It's got the hardware. I think it just basically uses self-tapping screws to attach the pivot down. So this is what comes in the kit. I am going to go nicely read the instructions before I do anything else. So I'm going to close the box, and then I am going to make sure I understand how to install it, and then I'm going to show you me installing this thing. So there you go. All right, so what I think we're going to need is an 8mm socket or an 8mm nut driver on a drill, a tape measure, and then probably some other stuff. But the big thing is that it said to have the rotating base no farther than 9.5 inches from this edge and this edge. So I got my tape measure here to measure to make sure we put the rotating base in the correct spot. So let me get that out and get it ready, and I think I'm gonna have to go get a tripod so you can watch me do this. All right, so there's the pivoting base. The instructions say don't be more than 9.5 inches from the edge. So right now I'm like at 8.5 and like 7.5. I would like to go further down, but then I get into all these wavy positions in the tailgate, so that's what I'm working with. That is what I'm working with. So I'm going to measure it a couple more times, and then I'm going to start installing the screws. And they're like 8mm headed self-tapping screws with gaskets, and I'll show you those prior to using them all. So let's go with this. All right, so the first one went in, but it was a little harder than I thought it should be. So I'm going to pre-drill the holes, and then I'll put the self-tappers in after the fact. But this is what they look like, if I can get it to focus. And they have that little gasket on there to keep the water out. I don't know how good that's going to be. I think my fabric tonneau cover is going to do more to keep the moisture out of this, to keep it from rusting. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to drill these holes, make sure I got it in the right position still, and then I'll bring you back after I drill the holes, and you can see how it looks. So there you go. All right, because I'm not the skinniest fellow, I put in every single screw that I could on this. The only one I didn't was this one. I don't know if you can see it, but there is a screw for this access panel right underneath there. So I have them all in there as tight as I'm going to put them in, and now I'm going to put together the rest of this. So give me a second, get it all laid out, and we will go from there. All right, so the straight one goes on right here, and the one with the curve, so that it can get around the old tailgate support, goes on this side. It's got a bolt, washer, and nut. And if you look at this, the bolts are extremely hot, but the bolts go in from the exterior into the interior, and then you put a washer and a nut on it. So I'm going to do that. All right, one thing I found in the instructions that they did not state is these are 13 millimeter. So you're going to need a 13 millimeter to tighten these down. So that's just an FYI. And these are self-locking. They got the little nylon pit in there. So I'm going to tighten these down, and then we'll see how it handles a large person's weight when they want to climb in their own truck, the box. Gonna move this back a little bit so you can see how it works with all right, I'm gonna try and climb up and see how that handles me. Oh yeah, this is much better. Much better than trying to get my big butt up there. So there you go. All right, the last piece of the puzzle is I got to mount the brackets that you use to strap this in with. Hopefully this will all work out greatly. The thing I'm starting to worry about is this nut in my tonneau cover. So hopefully that all fits, because everything else seems to be perfect, spot on. So I'm gonna install this, and then I'll bring you back when I'm all done. All right, so there it is. I got it strapped down, I got it bolted down, I got it tightened up. Now the only thing I got left to do is make sure that it clears my tonneau cover. So I'm gonna do that right now, make sure I don't close my drill cord up in the tailgate or anything. But it went on really quick, besides the fact that I was trying to film it at the same time I was doing it, just like everything else. So anyways, you saw that it definitely can hold my weight, and so it probably can handle yours, and it makes it a lot safer. Hopefully I won't take a fall out of the bed of the truck anytime soon. All right, so I close it up, well, all the way except for the cord. That's sort of freaky, you know. Anyways, it closed up and latched nicely. Now open up, and it opens, so it clears. So that's one more issue that I was slightly worried about. And I evidently didn't drill in anything important. So hopefully I didn't drill through the cord for the camera, but we'll find that out later. So there you go. All right, so there you go. Like I said, this is just a product to help me get in and out of the back of the truck a little bit easier. About a year ago, I actually fell out of the back. I tripped trying to get up in. So anyways, this is just for us height challenged and over 50 crowd. Even if you're younger, it just makes it easier to get in and out of the truck bed. So hopefully this helps you out. I'll link the product in the description below. And remember, you need that 13 millimeter and 8 millimeter. And I used a drill to pre-drill the holes for the self-tappers, but you know, whatever floats your boat. So again, thank you for watching. Please like, please share, please subscribe. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments below. So there you go. Thank you.